Hi, this is Tracy from We Craft at Home, and I obviously am on the Tattered Lace, and issue 5 is out. Gave it a couple of days to make sure there was no major problems, and how impressed are we? I won't go through downloading because, you know, that's on previous videos, but what I thought this is new. So I thought I'd just show you this quickly, and when you click on this, it shows you everything that you've got on all the sheets. Look, there's 47 sheets, so it's kind of like an index, which is what a lot of people were asking for. So they've gone ahead and done that, and you see down the side all the sheets, and it tells you what it's for. And so project 2, then project 3, and it just goes through everything, telling you all the details, and you can either download it or you can print it off. I personally downloaded it, so I just wanted to show you that quickly in case you didn't do it yourselves. So let's have a look at the magazine. We'll just have a quick flick through. Like always, I always go to full screen because you can see it a lot better. So this month, this is the exclusive SVG that we get, and a nice trellis. So as usual, there are 8 projects that we can do. So these are all of them. I'm going to do one of these 2. But I am going to do it using one of the other colorways. So just so that we're doing something a little bit different. Now, I'm really drawn to this because I love red. So I've got to be honest, I think most of the stuff in this is really nice. I definitely like this month's. I mean, these are just, they're different, but they're beautiful. And what about these? I'm sure we've all got a favourite. My favourite 100% is the Dragonfly. I've got a thing about dragonflies and bees. So there's bees on there as well. But it's definitely 100% my favourite one. Although they're all really nice. And this music one. Who doesn't love music notes and things? It's all just stunning. And the video section on these are so much better, don't you think? They really go through the details properly for you. A little piece of heaven. As in gardening. Not my cup of tea. More about colour. This I'm not sure if I think maybe if they'd done it in different colours and the silhouettes of the sea. Now that is different, definitely. I think I'd like to try this one, but I want to use the blue paper with some silver instead, because I think that would look amazing. So I am going to do that. We'll carry on. So as you can see, there's still loads in there. I really like this month's. But I did something myself. The one thing that really, not bugs me, that sounds a bit awful, doesn't it? Is when you're looking for a certain paper, because you want to use one of the other papers. And you go on there and all you can see is the PDF files. So what I done, I converted all the PDFs to JPEGs, just so that I could see which paper is where. And I've done it in all the backing papers so far. I'm going to do it with like the Charisma folders and everything as well. But all I'd done was go online, and it's called PDF 2, the number 2, PNG, PDF to ping. And if you click upload files, you can do up to 20 at a time. So you haven't got to do one at a time. You can go into your folders and just pick up all the, obviously there won't be pings in between because this I've already done, but you just pick them all up. So you click on the first one, hold shift, click on the last one and open, and it changes them all. And then when they're all done, this button lights up and it says download, and you download it all. And then it's all in files and you have to move them over, but it means now, I'll just cancel that. It means now that I can see the actual papers and where they are, rather than having to open each one to find it. I'm sure some of you have already thought about that, but just in case, I thought I'd give you the heads up. It makes it a lot easier if you can see what you're looking for, doesn't it? So, okay, I think that's everything on here. Now we go over and I'm going to do the 3 projects. One from Floral Bouquet. I'm going to do the Dragonflies one because that's my favourite. And I'm going to do one of the silhouettes as well. See you over there. Okay, so I'm at the craft table, and I have to say I ended up choosing 4 projects because I couldn't choose which ones to do. I've done them all a little bit differently this time. This is the one I've done almost the same, so I'm going to start with this one. I love this one. This is probably my favourite one. I think they've done an amazing job on these. So, I've started out, excuse the mess of that, that's because, did you know what I've done? I've just inked around one of the papers. I've added an extra paper, it's in the backing papers. It's a beautiful lacy paper. And I used one of my own card blanks, 7x7, but I felt, and I used just purple card rather than printing a purple square, but I felt like there was too much gap, so I've added this, and it goes with the blues in the papers of the Dragonfly. So I'm going to use tape pens because I've got so many, I need to start using them. Now you're going to start playing up. That's better. In the middle. Hopefully the ink is going to be hidden. So it's just a simple backing paper, but I just wanted something different. And then just some purple card that I have. It just fills the card up a bit more. I don't like it when there's big gaps. Okay, so now we have this. It really is beautiful paper, isn't it? So I am going to layer all 3 of these with pads, because I want quite a lot of depth on it. So just get all my pads. There we go. It really is a lovely card. Oh. So I would probably use my glitter wand because I love using that. Although I think it might nearly be empty. So it's an iridescent one, so it'll bring out all the different colours. And then it's up to you how far you take it, really, because you know, each their own, as they say. So let's see if I can do them edges. I should have done it before, but it's only now I'm thinking about it. Just to define them. I'll just put a little bit on there. I don't want a lot. I should have done it before the glitter, and I should have really done it before I put it down, so there's a tip for you. But it's not great how I've done it, but if you do it like it should be done, I think it would look amazing. So that's card number 1. I'll put it aside. It might be nice with some drops. See where the drops of, I'm guessing, honey, if you had some coloured pearl drops like that, that would look really nice, I think. So that's card number 1. Let's just put you over there. Reminded to clean that up afterwards. Now card number 2, I've done the mermaids ones, but with the seashells. But what I wanted to do, use a 7x7 card blank again. I've tried to do, I think it's project 3, but I've changed it up a lot and got some different bits from all the, because project 3 used this paper. I preferred the water, but I like this for the seaweed. So what I've done, and I preferred the silver with the blue. I think it looks a lot nicer. Okay, so I think first things first, I might put that round the outside. How will that look? With that on the inside. Let's have a look. Because again, there's quite a big gap, so I need something to fill it. It's either silver or that. I think maybe that, so that it brings in where else I've used it. So I've just got to cut that. Okay, I'll stick that down first. I don't normally use glue pens, but I've got so many that I get, you know, when you buy kits and things. I Thought I better start using them. Okay, so there's the first bit. And we want that in the middle of it. Okay. I think you might have to get right over it to get the right... Oh, I didn't put the bits behind. Oh dear. Sorry guys. Okay, so all the extra bits I've done in silver. This hasn't got it, but I really liked it and I really wanted it. So I've done it in white and silver. And what I'll do, I'll just glue a little bit of the edges. Just a little shadow, just so that you can see the silver glistening through. That's all I'm doing. There we go. So it's still very subtle, because I like the subtle, and then you could put a sentiment down there, I think, but it's a mix of a few of them, but I'm quite happy with that. I like that. I like this. I like most of the kits, I have to say. Don't know about you guys. Okay, so this one, again, I haven't changed it too much. I did cut this colour out simply because it was on the flowers one, so I've got to do it anyway. The difference I want is that I don't like the plain white, so I cut out just this in the backing paper that you get, and I'm gonna put that in because I prefer that. And I'm also using a blank card, but what I'm going to do is cut it down, and then we're just going to stick this piece to this piece. I could have used the tape pen, but I forgot. So I'm going to try and centralize it so that I don't have to cut the card down. So we have that piece there, but first I think this piece goes here. So I've done a bigger card, so now there's quite a big gap. So I've got to think about that. I'll just stick it down and then think about it afterwards, I think. I could have cut it in half and put something down the middle maybe, but I'll leave it like this for now and see how it looks afterwards. I mean, I normally like two backings, like a darker colour behind anyway, so I'm going to stick this flat. Yeah, I didn't make much change to this because, to be quite honest, I like it. Okay, so that's the basic of it, and then you have the frame. What I didn't like was the way they then just put the white back in and glued it like it was, so I didn't see the point in cutting it if you're going to do that. So I cut out a backing paper, and what I'm going to do is lift it so that it's on pads. Okay, the reason I've done so many pads on this one is because I want the leaves to be standing up and give it more definition, because there's a lot of leaf. So we put the flower first, bend it in a little bit so the leaf stands up. There we go, that's better. And then you put on as many as you like, but for me that's enough. And there you go, another simple card. And I do prefer that the background there is the same as the background there. I think that makes it look a lot better. Again, you can add pearls or glitter or drops or whatever you like, and that's another one done. Last one I changed dramatically. So I went a bit crazy with this one and went over the top, but I'm happy with the way it came out. So first of all, I cut shape. I used an 8x8 card and I cut shape down it, just to give it an extra little bit of oomph. But I also, I'll show you what dye I used because it's such an old dye. I think it might be a tonic dye, but it's it has that. No, with that, but it cuts both ways, so it will cut the other side out as well if you just turn it round. There you go. So I thought I'd use just something different, just to give it a bit of something different. And I used just pink card that I'm just going to glue straight down. So I'll do that in a minute, but I've got to sort the bottom out because I've got it uneven somehow. So it's kind of the card, but I've done a lot more to it because I didn't like all this being empty. And this is where you put your sentiment. So that's my version of it. Hope you liked that. I hope I've given you some tips and ideas to carry on and add your own bits and alter little bits and whatever. And I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.